Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to Big Dumb Monsters. I'm Chris.
I'm Nick.
And this week we are talking the 1988
Cult classic.
Cult classic demon-y-ish movie, Night of the Demons, starring Linnea Quigley. I'm like, Monica Keena. Nope, I'm looking at the information for the remake, which we did not watch. Now, we watched the original one from the 80s. It is very of its time, very of the 80s. I think it's a good example of like 80s horror.
It's a snapshot.
Yeah.
For real.
Whether or not it stands out as like one of the high marks, I guess is, I guess it's not really up for debate in this one, but it just doesn't for some reason. We try to,
It doesn't for us.
Yeah, figure out why.
Personal taste may vary.
Yeah. But I hope you enjoy listening to us discuss. And you know what? Like we say at the end of the episode, if you have a little, bit to add to that discussion, email us, get us on social media.
Yeah, we'll argue with you. I don't care.
We will argue the shit out of something, whatever. Free arguments.
Yes, free arguments. Free opinions.
Hope you enjoy it. Big Dumb Monsters talking about Night of the Demons.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah, this movie I did not enjoy so much.
No.
I
did and I didn't.
Yeah.
I like it for what it is. I don't like what it is.
Yeah. I'd only seen this once before today. And I remember like walking away with a positive impression of it. Like I'm like, oh, that was pretty good.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah, like I'm like it doesn't get talked about a lot. Like especially for a movie in this time era, like in the the quote unquote golden age of like horror movies. Like it doesn't get brought up a lot. It doesn't really like
if you're into like the more like undergroundy kind of thing for the 80s horror movies, it does.
But as far as like the mainstream stuff, it doesn't get mentioned quite as often.
No.
It's not one of those ones that was on TV a whole lot that I remember when I was a kid.
No, I don't think it had that kind of commercial draw. But I mean, it had at least 3 movies in the series, right?
It had 2 sequels and at least 1 remake.
Yeah, it definitely had a remake.
Yeah.
It's a cult movie. It's very cult. And I can get it. I understand why people like it.
Yeah, I mean, but I was watching it today, and I really like the thing that I just kept going back to. Like, this is just an Evil Dead ripoff.
So, yes, and so this is coming off the heels of what Return of the Living Dead did for Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
This tried to apply that same treatment to Evil Dead.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the rad 80s, like, version of it.
Yeah.
With a lot of, like, the tongue-in-cheekness. But at times, it's in on the joke, and then at times, it's not.
Yeah.
It has to be all or nothing, and that's where it falls flat. Yeah,
you can't have it both ways. I mean, I don't know. When you think about it also in terms of, like, this is the same year as Evil Dead 2. So, like, do we need, like, a glitzing up of a property that is still, like, producing good stuff? Like, producing its best stuff? Yeah.
No, I guess.
Did that just say based on something?
I don't think so. I think it was the special effects.
Oh, I thought it said based on. Okay.
Well, think about it. Like, what year did Return of the Living Dead come out?
85.
Which is the same year as Day of the Dead.
That's true.
So, I mean,
touche.
Yeah.
No, wait, is it 85 or is it 87? It's 85.
I think it's 85.
Fuck. We should know.
No, it's because it was before this.
Yeah.
And this also has Linnea Quigley in it.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 85.
But this is just, it's Return of the Living Dead, Evil Dead version.
Yeah.
But it's not as charming.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same... Exactly. It doesn't have the same allure. It doesn't have the same just like... The thing that makes that movie special, that like makes it enjoyable, this movie just does not have. Like...
Yeah, and it's nothing major because film quality, basically the same. Actor quality, this is a little worse, but it's in the same ballpark. Special effects are really good in this.
Yeah.
It's just like the story is lacking. The comedy is, like I said, is in and out. So I mean, it's just like you can't do it that way. Like Return of the Living Dead was all in.
Yeah.
Like they knew exactly where the funny was, and they knew that it was based on their own, like shittiness.
Yeah. Like that was another thing. Like we'd watch a lot of movies where there's like no likable people, and this one, like, it's the same thing. There's just no likable people.
Yeah, you don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if all these people die.
Yeah,
like that's like one of the things I kind of did enjoy over Evil Dead, in that like Evil Dead is a very like limited body count. There's only 5 characters.
Yeah,
to begin with, so it's like there's not a lot of like carnage. Like granted, everybody is affected, but in this movie we start off with like 10 people, so they're just mowing through many people like left. No, I like the number because like we get like it's just pure fucking carnage. Like it's just, we get like them just there's too many people left and right.
Yes, but there's too many people for them to want to try to focus on.
Yeah.
And they don't.
Yeah, like even the people we're supposed to like, we don't really like spend that much time with. And Roger is not a likable character at all.
No.
He's a fucking coward, and then like he's just, I don't know, he's just the guy, like he's a wet blanket. Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Yep. I don't know. I don't think we're in this one for the characters.
We're here for
I'm here for the carnage.
Yeah.
And so they need to like really ramp up the carnage if you're intentionally not making me give a shit about the characters.
Yeah.
Or make the characters really, really good. They just didn't do either one.
Yeah.
It's so middle of the road. Like it's watchable, it's enjoyable. I'm not coming back to it that much.
Yeah, like I kept kind of struggling with putting a number on this because like I have a number.
Because you get to a part and you're like, this is really rad.
Yeah.
And then like the rest of the movie plays out and you're like, nah.
This is fucking dumb. Like, yeah. It's exactly what happened. Like for the good, maybe like first half hour, 35 minutes, I was really into this. And then like, it just kind of loses me in the middle a little bit. What was I saying?
Whoa.
Yeah.
I missed that the first viewing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I must have been looking at my phone.
Yeah. No, I didn't look at my phone until later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bare ass in this movie.
Yeah. A lot of gratuitous.
Linnea Quigley doing Linnea Quigley.
Exactly.
Things.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe that's another reason why like I didn't like connect with this. Is like I forget where I was. Fuck, I forget.
I forgot there was a bare ass on the screen.
Yeah, I totally got thrown off by the naked ass.
We were talking about the characters,
carnage,
and how bland everybody was.
Bland. Yeah, whatever. And then I forgot what the fuck I was going to say when I interrupted it. God damn it!
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Makeup was fucking awesome in this movie, though. And not even just like the monster makeup, which was really good, and all the physical effects were good.
Yeah.
But like Angela's just like party makeup was awesome. Like I loved that look. They had like 80s goth thing down. Like she almost looked like Jesus Christ, I always forget her name. The main character in The Craft.
Fairuza Balk.
Yeah. She kind of had that thing going on.
Yeah,
like that alternative
Nancy in The Craft.
Yeah. That alternative goth girl thing going on.
Yeah,
but just like predating that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could tell that the people that made this were into cool shit because like the boombox that he's got is the band stickers that are all over that thing. Fucking choice.
I did, yeah. Like Angela's car has a couple stickers on it.
Yeah.
There's another place. There was
like Angela's like the dance she's doing. That's to a fucking Bauhaus song.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, buddy.
Yeah. Be cool.
Still struggling to remember the 2 fucking points that I lost.
Oh man. Well, what were we talking about? We were talking about the blandness of the characters, how you didn't really care about anybody.
I got one.
Yeah.
I kept going back and forth on the line of rewatchability on this.
Yeah.
Like I honestly, where I ended up, I don't think this is something I would rewatch again. Like
if I felt like I wanted to watch like 2 and 3, I'd watch this one again just to like get myself around it. This movie nails like the cheeky fun.
Yeah, I will give it that. It does know what it is. It knows it's TNA like gory horror movie.
Yeah.
And it does that very well.
Did you finish making your point?
No, just that I kept going back and forth in the line of rewatchability.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I ultimately, I don't think this is something I would seek out. Like, even if I did, like, come across, maybe if I came across it, like, late at night, like it was on, like, some channel that allowed, like, you know, uncut movies.
Yeah.
But I definitely wouldn't watch a cable version, a USA up all night version of it. Which is probably, like, how many of the people in our audience first came across this movie.
I would assume so, yeah. This had to have been on there.
Oh, I can almost guarantee it, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, there are actually, like, kind of iconic things that came out of this movie. Like the dance number that Angela does with the strobe light effects and the music and the, like, almost like ballerina type dancing. Like, that's pretty infamous. And Linnea Quigley's character, I can't remember her fucking name.
Is it Linnea or Leanna? I thought it was Linnea.
I don't think it's either one of those.
Hold on. Pretty sure it's Linnea. Linnea.
Yeah. What was I saying?
Leanna.
Oh. Whatever. That's a weird fucking name. Leave me
Anyway. The chick who's naked and everything.
Yeah. Like her doing her makeup scene where she's got the heart of lipstick on her face and she's like drawing on her chest and all that stuff. Like, that's another iconic.
I will say, like, these social pairings, like him and her, they kind of make sense. Like, I could see, like, these two people going out.
Yeah.
But, like, you have the one car with Roger, Stooge, and then the other girl, Helen.
Yeah.
Like, how do these 3 people not only know each other, but wind up in a car going to a party together?
Well, yeah. That's another thing that kind of throws it back to at this age of movie. Like, if you look at...
There's the asshole character who seems to, like, in real life, nobody would invite this person to a party.
Yeah.
Like, but, in these 80s movies, like, there's always this character.
Stooge, you're talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stooge, 100%.
Yeah. Well, because he looks like he's cool to be at a party with. Maybe. I
will say I had lines shaved into my hair. And
did you?
Like 89, 91, to 91 in that era.
Same. Not quite like that.
Yeah, not like that. But I think I had dual lines on each side.
Yeah. I had my initials in the back of my head at one point. Yeah.
My mom wouldn't let me get USA. In hindsight, excellent call, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. But yeah, like in the mid to late 80s, that's kind of what you had. It was like a group of kids, and there had to be like representation of each like fucking group.
Yeah. So
there was always, for some reason, the punk, the prep, the jock, the good girl, and the bad girl.
Which is exactly what we have here. Yeah.
So like you kind of get that in It's the Breakfast Club, really. Like, they put the Breakfast Club in every movie.
Yeah.
Return of the Living Dead kind of has it, but they were all more punker kids anyway. But Friday the 13th, part
any
four?
of them.
4, I think. The one with the guy from Return of the Living Dead.
I think it is 4.
The black guy. What the
Yeah.
hell is his name? Oh, shit.
Miguel.
Yes.
I don't remember. It's Miguel something, though,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like they just followed the template, really. And then what happens to those people is what kind of changes per movie.
All right.
Which was, I guess, still kind of the way they make movies. It's like, look at any like action movie.
Get our like demographic, like cross section.
Yeah.
And yeah, if my friends ever pull that shit, like, oh, we're having words when I get to the party.
Yeah, words. Yeah, words. Yep. Leave me stranded here, and then you go to the party. When I get to the party, I'm punching you.
Yeah.
Like, that's really it. You're gonna be lucky if you don't get glassed. Yeah, I mean, pretty cool matte painting.
Yes, that is. I do like that when they first arrive to the abandoned house.
The Hull House.
Yeah. I will say I did not like the ending of this movie.
No.
Yeah, because it's the wateriest resolution because like she gets over the wall and like what happens? Like do they all die because she got over the wall? Like
I think it was supposed to be like
did they die because
she gets over the wall at the same point where it becomes like sun up.
Yeah.
And then sun up is what sends them back to hell.
Yeah, but like does it all start again the next night? Like what, like
No, because it was the Halloween thing. So it was Halloween. It was the ritual that they did. The ritual, and so it was just kind of for the night, and they couldn't go back to hell during the night because it was Halloween, and it was pretty fucking weak. Yeah,
like it. Yeah. There's no real resolution to it. They just got over the wall.
Well, yeah,
and then like the ending. What the fuck was that? With the old lady and like the razor blades, like.
Well, because that goes back to the old guy in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because all the kids were like fucking with him. So he picked up the package of razor blades and the apples and he goes,
but like.
So he put the razor blades in the apples. She made a pie with the apples, not knowing that they were full of razor blades.
But it seemed like she did know that they were full of like she intentionally gave them the razor blades.
I don't know. It was stupid.
Yeah.
Like it didn't need to be there. It was cool. Like, it looked badass. But no thanks. That just didn't need to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. The 80s were a weird time, man. Like, it's just...
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah. But this... Like, I wanted to dig this movie a lot more than I did.
Yeah, same here.
Especially because I have a fondness for the covers of these movies.
Yeah.
Because, like, I would always pass them in the horror section of the movie store, and, like, they're cool. Like, you see this, like, demonic chick with, like, fucking party cocktails.
What is this about? Yeah.
You know? Like, oh, she's got a martini glass, and it's got fucking eyeballs in it instead of olives. That's badass, you know? Like, you see that and you go, oh, this must be a great movie. Well, I can't speak to 2 or 3. 1, not a great movie.
Yeah.
It's got bones. And that's the fucking part that kills me. Like, this could have been
it's all there. It didn't click well. It didn't gel well. It wasn't put in the right order, I guess.
Yeah. And I don't know if we're just jaded because of the good movies of this era that we've seen.
Yeah.
Or
again, not having
is it us or is it this movie? I think it's
the second thing I was going to say.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I don't have a nostalgic link to this movie. Also,
that's true.
I didn't see this until maybe within the past like 5 to 7 years, I think.
I didn't see it until yesterday.
Oh, no shit. Because I want to say I saw this because like there was a while where like once I got into like September, I would just be like every weekend, like every Friday, Saturday night, I just want to chill out, watch horror movies. Like,
Yeah.
and I would make a point of going through ones I hadn't seen.
Mm-hmm.
And this was one that I saw in one of those periods.
Yeah.
So it's got to be, I want to say, within the past 5 to 7 is dead on.
Yeah.
But when I saw this movie.
This has made me interested in seeing the remake. Like,
Yeah.
I do want to see that now.
I think there's like 2 remakes of this movie.
No.
They're like, this is a tough, that's why I had to confirm with you. Like, we're doing the 88 version because I think there's one like before this. There's one like, there's one, I think from like 2011.
I think that's the...
Yeah, and I think there's
more
one from like
famous
2008 maybe or 2013. Like there's a confusing number of Night of the Demons movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up, but there are at least 3 versions of this movie.
Yeah. There's... The only ones that I'm aware of is this one, the sequels to this,
Yeah.
and then the remake from the 2000s.
Yeah.
Which I think she is in.
Linnea Quigley.
Yeah.
Between this movie and Return of the Living Dead, you have literally seen every inch of her body. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
You see every inch of her body in Return.
Yeah.
Do you remember like going through the trivia on that one where they're trying to find the perfect amount of bush?
Yeah.
And then they were like, just get rid of it.
The answer
Oh,
wasn't
God,
a
that's
lot.
worse.
Yeah, and the answer wasn't 0.
Which apparently was the answer in this one, too.
Mm-hmm. Full-on winter bush.
As I think she was a nude model before she was even in movies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And I forget her name, but Angela's character.
Amelia Kincade.
Yeah, I think she was a choreographer.
A choreographer.
Which is why that dance scene is so good. What a skank.
Yeah. That's not the allure that you think it is.
You're cooking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put the fish in the microwave.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
we're horrible.
Yeah, it's fine. She drinking a Utica Club?
No shit, I didn't notice that. As are we.
It might not be, but I thought it was.
After a few, they all look like Utica Clubs.
Yeah, that was a weird... That lighter scene? Fucking
There's
strange.
Weird, strange scenes in this movie.
Like, it just doesn't make sense.
What else? I kind of like the look of the demon, like when you do see him, like at the end, and then like after the ritual there.
Yeah. Also, so
could use a little more of that.
It looked cool, and I actually liked the amount that it was in there, just enough so you can get kind of an idea.
Yeah.
But it was also, I mean, obviously, it was reused later, but I'm pretty sure it was the same as the demon monster at the end of Hellraiser.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Right? Like, it looked exactly like it.
This is only a year after Hellraiser. Like, I'm sure the props just lying around.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It's just so unbelievably 80s.
It is very, very 80s. 80s as fuck.
Yeah. It's like that one dude's Halloween costume is corporate sleaze, I think.
The other guy's costume's just a pig nose.
Yeah. But he's a party animal, so. I don't know. Like, I like it. I don't love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I should like this more than I ended up liking it.
Yeah. And it's hard to really go like, I like this movie because, and I don't like it because there are, it's weird because like there are other movies that I love that have the same downfalls as this.
Yeah.
And there's just like, I don't know, like less redeeming factors in this than those other movies. Like Hellraiser, for instance, I understand that is a flawed movie. I love it. It is very near and dear to my heart. It's not like as like goofy 80s as this is, but like it's got
its moments.
It's got the 80s in it.
Yeah.
Or, you know, Return of the Living Dead is basically the same fucking movie, just a million times better.
Yeah.
It's just I think it's because it doesn't have an identity of its own, like in the joke, out of the joke kind of thing.
Yeah, maybe that's it. It's just borrowing too much from other movies. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, it really like it.
Well, because you can watch it and be like, well, that's from that movie. They picked that up from that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he is basically Bluto from Animal House.
Yeah. Except not likable.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he becomes a senator.
All right, I suppose we can throw some ratings on this. We've been talking a while, shit.
Yeah.
We did also a pause.
We did
for the dog in there.
Pause for the pause.
Yeah. I don't know. Lead us off with this one.
All right. I got to take everything into account in this movie. Good makeup, good set designs, great soundtrack. I mean, decent plot. I mean, it's run of the mill. It's like a haunted house possession plot.
Yeah, but
really
when it works, it works. You know? Like,
it's simple. It's simple and to the point. But god awful acting, characters you don't give a shit about. TNA to its detriment. Like, it doesn't need to be that out there.
Yeah.
Like, because you're basically just you're trying to compensate for your bad movie decisions with tits and ass.
Yeah, with titty.
Which, I mean, is great and all, but
I like to look at that monster, damn it.
It is cool. That looks like something Godzilla would fight.
Yeah.
5.5.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think I'm gonna go 5 though.
Yeah.
Just because I am to this point, I am still like back and forth on will I rewatch this.
I will if I decide I want to watch the other ones.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious on 2 and 3, but I don't know if I'm that like motivated to turn them on.
Yeah. I definitely want to watch the remake.
Yeah, I suppose I wouldn't mind checking. I mean, like I could see. Well, I'm going to assume that the remake's probably garbage, but I could be wrong. Who knows?
Anything's possible.
Yeah, like I could see a version of this. Like if they did a remake of this, like there's a way to squeeze a good movie out of it, like a really good movie out of it.
Yeah, I think if they went dead serious,
yeah,
it could work really well.
Yeah,
like
just get the comedy out of it.
Yep, like the way they did with the Evil Dead remake.
Yeah,
I love it. And, you know, the original Evil Dead is dead serious too, but the level of extreme that they took it to and how dark it was in the remake that I'm talking about, it just worked.
Yeah.
This, if you strip all the goofy out of it,
I think you get a solid horror movie.
Yeah. Like I said, it's got bones.
It's all there. It's all there. Just need the right like chef to put it together.
Yeah. Are you ready for some trivia?
I am. This Utah Club is a little sour.
Is it?
Yeah, it's one of the sour ones.
No, I don't think mine is.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. That's a perfect club.
All right, folks, before we get to the trivia segment of the podcast, we want to take a second to tell you about our friends over at Newsly. Newsly is an all-in-one super app for iOS and Android. It picks up the most trending articles on the web and topics that you choose at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice.
That's right. For the first time ever, the entire web becomes listenable all in one place.
You can browse articles from topics that you choose and start playing, stop scrolling, and start listening to the web.
You can follow any topic as specific as you like, from sports, tech, business, science, Bitcoin, or even the Cardassians from Star Trek. It will find you the latest articles and read them to you aloud.
It gets Star Trek specific. You can get right down to it.
Yep.
They even have podcasts as well, believe it or not. You can explore trending podcasts from over 80 different countries. I will let you in on a little bit of a secret. You're going to find the Big Dumb Monsters podcast there as well. I actually have been using this. I've been using Newsly to actually listen to the podcast lately.
Have you really?
Yes, I have. Believe it or not, I have. They even have digital radio at Newsly.
You can download and use Newsly for free now at www.newsly.me and use the promo code DUMBM and you will get a 1-month free premium subscription.
So check them out. Head over to newsly.me and tell them, you know what? Tell them the Big Dumb Monster sent you.
Yeah, do the thing.
And now, back to the trivia.
IMDb trivia. Produced for a modest $1.2 million, the film racked up outrageously large grosses in its limited release. Debuting in Detroit, it hit New York City on Thanksgiving and earned 3.1 million holding screens until the end of the year.
No shit. And I honestly, I don't remember this movie being out at the time, or like just being like on in general at the time when I was watching movies. Like,
yeah,
you know, this just missed me.
I think that's just what it was. It was like big enough in certain markets that like the population at large never got around to it. Also, she's like 35 at this point.
I was just thinking, like, we're supposed to believe she's in high school.
Yeah.
Nope, not for a second.
Yeah. Amelia Kincade choreographed her own dance routine, which I talked about already.
All right.
Actually, I left out a trivia fact that I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna put it back in there.
Girls out there just bopping around with her ass out.
Yep.
Can't argue with that.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Rue McClanahan visited the set of this movie.
All right.
Because she
full on fucking Golden Girl hanging out.
Because she is Amelia Kincaid's godmother.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yep. I thought I put that back in here because I took it out to put something else in, and I went back for it. During an interview, Linnea Quigley was asked if she had ever been in an audience of fans and just watched their reactions to one of her films. And she replied, "I have, and it's really fun. Actually, when I first saw Night of the Demons, I went to see it at a drive-in, and it was a really great experience, except I forgot that the first scene I filmed was my bare butt bending over, and it was up on the screen really big, and it was like, oh God, no, and a little embarrassed."
In case you're wondering what scene distracted us earlier.
Yeah. It was not that one.
No.
It was the previous butt scene.
Oh, I thought it was the one in the beginning. Okay, no.
No.
Yeah.
That's the one where she's at the convenience stores, which she's talking about. Where
I thought it was what's her name? Not Linnea Quigley, the other girl. I forgot.
Yeah, Amelia Kincade.
No, the other blonde. Judy is her character.
Yeah.
I don't remember the actress's name.
Yep.
But luckily, we'll get to that.
We will. It's like we have a whole segment devoted to that. I'm going to ask you a question. Who do you think is the uncredited voice for Angela when she's possessed?
Oh, okay. 1988. Horror. I'm not going to say Robert Englund. He would be too big. Let's say...
You should get this.
Really?
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna get it wrong. Thanks.
Yeah.
Is it fucking? It's not Bruce Campbell, is it?
No. It's Frank Welker.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
This man comes up like every third or fourth episode of the show.
It's amazing. Frank Welker, the voice of your childhood. The voice of your parents' childhood.
Yeah, we're old.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Shit. The house used as the main location was eventually demolished and subsequently replaced by a Ralph's supermarket.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's lame. They should have made it a historic site. It's like shitty movie was filmed here. Do you know that?
Now you can buy produce there.
Had the film opened nationwide with the numbers it earned in Detroit, it was projected to have earned $13 million domestically in its opening weekend, which would have ranked it among the top grossing horror films of its decade.
Damn.
$13 million is not that much.
I mean, in 80s money, though, that's probably like... You're probably...
It's like $100 million, maybe?
No, it's probably like 30 to 40 around there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, decent, respectable movie opening even today.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really hard for me to go like, oh, this is 80s money compared to like 2000s money because they're drastically different monies.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm trying to like just rough gauge it. Like this, you said this was made for like 1.2 million.
Yeah.
So let's say that's like 5 million, and yeah, if it ranks in fucking 30 million on its opening weekend, like
yeah,
fucking good.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what Terrifier 2 wound up pulling in. It was a lot.
Yeah, I want to say that like it might have even crossed $500 million. Like it was a shitload of money.
I don't think it got that.
I know it
got that much.
I know it. The last I remember, like hearing anything, it was like 250 million.
Yeah,
and like that was 10 times its budget.
Yeah.
And this was like after it was out for like 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
No, it couldn't have been 250.
I don't know. Like I know it made a shitload, especially for an indie movie.
Yeah, maybe a top
an indie horror movie.
Yeah, it made for what it was made. It made a shitload of money.
The fuck did they make it for? It was like 15.
I want to say it was 25 because I want to say they made 10 times the I'm sorry, it was 2.5, and then it was up to like 25 million after like a couple of weeks.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, so maybe it was like 100 or 200 million then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made a shitload of money for...
It's a ludicrous amount of money.
For a movie that cost 2.5 million to make, yeah.
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 God damn. When we first see Angela in the convenience store, she's wearing cross earrings. Later in the movie, when she is dancing with Stooge and she has become possessed, her cross earrings are upside down.
I did see that while I was watching.
That's a popular sign of the devil.
Yeah.
I like the devil. An earlier draft of the script had a priest blessing the audience at the start of the movie, which is cheeky fun. Like that's one of those things where like when they used to hand out like vomit bags at movies.
Yeah.
I would love to get my hands on some of those. Like, 'cause I think Evil Dead had vomit bags.
Yeah, it did.
I think, was it Mark of the Beast? Like the old, it was like a witch trial movie. I think that had vomit bags. That was from like the 60s or 70s.
All right.
There's been a few. Like I want a movie themed vomit bag.
Movie vomit bag. Hell yeah.
Like a real one, not a reprint.
I wonder if we can get Big Dumb Monsters vomit bags.
Oh shit. Yeah. Write that down.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Put like a sticker package together in a vomit bag.
Oh yeah, we need to fucking do this.
Shit. That's so stupid. It's the best thing I've ever heard. The actress Amelia Kincade said the reason she wanted to part was because all the girls were running around naked, getting killed, and she was the only character who got to keep her clothes on and kill everybody else. She said, given the choice between screaming and being chased by a female demon or being the female demon, I thought it was fun.
All right.
Which I respect that a lot.
Yeah.
Kathy Podwell said the cast grew very close because they were always together. That's because they were all too afraid to be in the dressing rooms in the Hull house or in any other parts of the location alone because the building was just too creepy. So they hung out together outside between scenes. Bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
Amelia Kincade said in a 2013 interview that when she did her first horror convention, 4 guys in their 20s came in with tattoos of her character, which shocked her that she would be that popular after all those years. She had no idea that the movie was going to lead into a series of films that 25 years later would still have maintained the test of time. That's the thing with horror fans. It doesn't matter how old it is. If we find it and we love it,
they're going to watch it 1,000 times.
That's
like,
it.
Yeah.
We're going to wear it on our sleeve because, I mean, horror and tattoos go together like, a fart and a piss. What was that look for?
No, I'm just laughing.
Okay.
I'm also buzzed.
Shit, yeah. But that's the thing. Like, as you are, like, lifelong horror fans,
yeah,
it doesn't matter how good a movie is. It doesn't matter how bad a movie is. If we latch onto it, that's our fucking thing.
Yeah, we
Like,
love it. It's fucking amazing. Like,
yeah. You find something that you identify with, or it just entertains you so much that, like, it becomes a part of who you are. And
Return of the Living Dead for me, like 100%. Yeah.
yeah, like, is that a good movie?
No.
Fuck no. It's really not.
It's a great movie.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like I said, Hellraiser. Is it an amazing movie? To me, it is.
Yeah.
Critically, I mean, yeah, probably not. Fuck it. And our last trivia fact is this film is the inspiration for a horror thrash band, Hull House, fronted by actor Zach Martin under the name Zachary Gorehound. Oh, sorry, Zachy Gorehound.
Huh. All right.
Who's Zach Martin? I know that name. I don't know.
It's a very common name.
Yeah. I'm going to look that up while we get into our next...
There's Angela's car with the stickers on it.
Oh, yeah, fucking Exodus sticker. Shit, yeah.
Let's see what the one above it there is.
Oh, I can't tell. But yeah, that radio had some cool fucking stickers on it. With Fear.
Yeah.
Fucking Dead Kennedys. Oh, shit, what else? What else was on it?
I remember the Fear sticker, though.
Yeah. I love living in the city. That's it. That's it for trivia. That's all she wrote.
All right, then we will move on to the next segment, the better known as.
Shit, yeah.
We will start off, as always, with director Kevin Tenney. Dude is still cranking out movies. Looks a lot like Burt Kreischer.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
This is most likely his most well-known movie. He is also the director of Witchboard. That was in 1986.
I don't know that one.
I do remember that because there was a scene that traumatized the fuck out of me when I was a kid.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure it's from that movie. They're like these two dudes are like playing with a Ouija board. The witch board in question.
Uh-huh.
And like they're on like a dock. They're like in a shack on a dock or like a whatever, like a shanty or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like as they're doing it, like they see this dude just walking towards them. And I want to say it was like an older dude, maybe like with an axe or something. And like as he walks up, he just fucking like buries the axe in like the head of one of the dudes. I'm pretty sure it's from that movie.
Awesome.
And I saw that when I was like, let's see, it was 86. So I probably saw it when I was like 8 or 9, I'm going to say.
That's like, I think it was Creepshow 2. There's scenes that stuck with me like for my entire fucking life. And like when I saw it, I didn't remember what movie it was, and then I always remembered the scene. But like the black goo on the lake.
Oh fuck yeah!
The one where it pulls the guy through
and his
the
leg
slats.
like sticks straight up. Yeah.
Well, there was one, I think it was a guy, and it pulled his hand through and it left the ring on the dock.
Oh yeah.
That's like, I could never remember what fucking movie that came from, but I always remembered that scene.
Yeah. No, that was goddamn terrifying.
Yeah.
He also directed The Arrival 2. Pinocchio's Revenge. I remember seeing that box in the video store.
Yeah.
And he also directed Witchboard 2 as well. Apparently they're making a Witchboard reboot, which he is writing.
That's gonna fail.
Yeah. I don't know if there's enough of a Witchboard fandom to necessitate a remake, but to each their own, and good luck.
Yeah.
Kathy Podwell, who played Judy in this.
Judy.
She is still in stuff. Nothing that you have heard of, probably, but she has stuff upcoming.
Yeah.
Let's see. Of note, she was in the Dallas reboot in 2013. I want to say she's also in the original Dallas back in the 80s. She was in an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger. She was in an episode of Beverly Hills 90210 in 1993. 1991, she was in Murder, She Wrote for one episode. She played the character of Beth Dawson. Sorry, we're just getting to Angela's dance scene here.
Yeah. I love it. It's filmed so well. She did a great job choreographing it. She's hot. Like
yeah. Of course, Night of the Demons in 1988. Also in 1988, she did 2 episodes of Growing Pains.
Oh, damn.
That was her third role. Also in 1988, an episode of Valerie, which then became Valerie's Family, and then became the Harper Family, because they got rid of Valerie after the first season.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, oh, she died of cancer in the break. Moving on while being distracted.
Yep.
Alvin Alexis, who played Roger in this.
The most annoying fucking character.
Yeah.
My daddy was a preacher. He taught me how to pray good.
Yeah.
What?
Like, he's just
circle jerks. TSOL. That's True Sons of Liberty for all you non-punks out there.
And just ass out there.
Yeah. Look at that thing.
All gothy and crazy. Like,
yeah, it's
this is my jam in high school right here. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
High school. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that the craft probably did it to me.
Yeah. I had a thing for Fairuza Balk in that movie, man.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. Yeah.
That and I was introduced to Typo Negative really young. God damn, son.
Yeah. Anyway, his most prominent role, aside from this, he was in the movie Brother from Another Planet in 1984.
The fuck is that?
I forget. Is that John Sayles? No, that can't be right. Yeah, it is John Sayles. Wrote and directed it.
I don't know it.
Yeah. It's Joe Morton. Yeah, Joe Morton plays the brother from Another Planet.
The titular brother.
Yeah.
I'm always afraid I'm going to use the word titular wrong.
Yeah, no, it's referring to the thing in the title.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you got that, you're good. He was in The Wiz also in 1978.
Yeah.
Auntie M's Party.
Okay, so we're going to go back to this dance scene.
Yeah.
I think part of what makes this so like special and works so well are the jump cuts that are in it.
All right, yeah.
Because it gives it that like manic craziness.
Yeah.
Like, so she's dancing and she's over here and then it jump cuts and then she's over here and then I don't know. It's just fucking good. That's like, this is a well-structured, well-shot, well-choreographed scene.
And she's hot.
And she's fucking hot.
Yeah. Hal Havens, who played Stooge. He has been in some stuff over the years. This might be the thing he's most well known for, I'm going to say, just because of the cult following of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But of stuff of recent note, he was in Westworld. I think it was the first or second season. Looks like 2018. Yeah, that show was way more hype than I think it kind of warranted.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was in Lethal Weapon, the series. Yeah, it was 2017. Fear the Walking Dead, also in 2017. Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. That is a Adult Swim show.
That's Stooges' song.
Yes, yeah, it is. He was in an episode of Justified in 2014. Did an episode of How I Met Your Mother. Eagle Heart, that's another Adult Swim show. I'm pretty sure, anyway. Let's double check that.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, it's Chris Elliott, like as a Walker Texas Ranger type of thing.
Oh God, that's either amazing or fucking awful, or so fucking awful that it's amazing.
He was in an episode of Parks and Rec, an episode of ER. And let's see. Killing me with the fucking see all button here, IMDb.
Yeah.
He's in the movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, which should have been a lot funnier than I think it turned out to be. They end up in prison, like, for life.
Yeah. Somebody touches my cornbread, there's going to be consequences, repercussions.
He was in an episode of Lois and Clark, 1995. The USA Steamy Classic Silk Stockings, 1994.
Yeah. He's in one episode of everything in the 90s.
Yes, pretty much, yeah. Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael. I'm pretty sure Winona Ryder is in that movie.
That title is really familiar. But
Yeah.
I don't know the movie.
He was in 2 episodes of the show Tour of Duty. He was in 2 episodes of Alf, 1988. Sorority Babes and Slimeball Orama, 1988 also.
What the fuck?
He did a lot of like TV one-offs here. He had 1 episode of Cheers, 21 Jump Street, Beauty and the Beast, Rags to Riches. I remember that show.
I feel like the shows that he's on one of, he and like the amount of time between these shows, he had a day job.
Probably. This dude is processing something in an office or like,
Yeah.
Working with carpentry or something. Like, yeah. Moving on, Harold Ayer, who was the old man with the razor blades.
Yeah.
He was he's clearly long gone. Let's see, 2003.
Clearly long gone.
He was old in this movie. Come on. Let's see.
Well, he made it to at least 98.
Yeah. He was in an episode of Seventh Heaven, Chicago Hope, LA Law. Let's see. He was in that show Werewolf. That was like one of the first shows on Fox and didn't last more than like a season or 2. But in 1986, he was in Murder, She Wrote. Sexton is his character name. He was in the 80s, Twilight Zone revival. He was in Riptide in the 80s, St. Elsewhere, Hill Street Blues, TJ Hooker, Simon and Simon. He did a lot of TV. Joni Loves Chachi, Dallas, The Rockford Files, Quincy, Nancy's Ruin, The Hardy Boys, Ironside, Green Acres, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., 1965. 2 episodes of the Alfred Hitchcock Hour. This is Linnea Quigley's fake tits. This was like...
They're like...
And not fake.
Painfully fake.
Yeah, not fake in the, like, they're silicone. No, like, she has a plastic chest on at one point, which she shoves a lipstick, like, thing into.
Which is so weird. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's just gross and odd. Is there anything else really of note that this dude was in?
Yeah, because, like, this... So I don't mean to interrupt, but like,
no, go for it.
This whole time when she's like got the fake chest and like she was holding the piece of the mirror looking at it, I thought she was gonna like start carving on herself But no, she draws on herself with lipstick and then shoves the lipstick into her nipple. Which I suppose is weirder and creepier, but
Yeah. Like, it doesn't really fit.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to our next person. Bum, bum, bum. They are Billy Gallo. He played that dude there in the jean jacket.
Yeah. Sal?
I think he looks like a Sal. Sal.
He talks like a Sal too.
Yeah. Like, is it me, or is, like, I don't know if you've ever encountered many people named Sal, but like anybody named Sal is always like the obnoxious, crazy asshole who's always like getting into crazy adventures and like.
No, I've only known one Sal, and he was like a real solid dude.
Oh, really?
Like that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody I've known named Sal is like a party animal who's always just like getting into wacky shit. Like,
yeah. No, I mean, Sal was a punk, and he was in like punk bands, and he was a great drummer and shit like that. But no, he wasn't like a wild asshole.
All right.
He's actually pretty chill.
Maybe some Sals can keep it together. Who
Yep.
knows?
He broke the curse.
Yeah. Is there a reason I saved him? Oh yeah, he was on VIP in 1999. One episode of VIP.
Gross.
Also another USA Classic, Pacific Blue.
Fuck yeah. He did back-to-back blues too. He's in Pacific Blue, then he was in NYPD Blue.
Oh yeah. He's also in Walker, Texas Ranger for 2 episodes. Diagnosis Murder. Martin.
I watched a lot of Martin.
Yeah. Did an episode of Married with Children. Let's see what episode it was.
Stitch.
The Undergraduate. Let's see. Kelly's new secret admirer turns out to be a wealthy, spoiled, immature 12-year-old boy. Blackmails her into accompanying. I don't remember this one.
I do. Yeah, it was not a great episode.
Yeah, this is like towards the end of the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I vaguely remember that kid.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, they'll explore that on our spin-off Married with Children podcast someday. 1994, got in a role as in Murder, She Wrote as Chris Garcia. That's got to be the last year of the series, I think.
94?
And then after that,
I think it was TV movies all after that.
Yeah.
Or was it 90?
96?
No, it was 86 to 94, I think.
It was 86 or 84?
I think it was 86 to 94.
That sounds about right. Let's see. Empty Nest. It was the Golden Girls spinoff. Maybe Rue McClanahan got him that job. Yeah, a lot of TV one-offs, like I said, St. Elsewhere, Hardcastle, McCormick, The Fall Guy. Nothing really else of note, though.
Yeah.
More Distracting Titties.
Those are nice.
Yeah. Anyway, Donnie Jeffcoat.
Listen, this movie has certain things in it that will distract a man.
Yeah. And 10% of women, too.
That's true. I don't mean to count you guys out.
Yeah, at least 10% of women.
Yeah.
Anyway, Donnie. Yeah, what the fuck was Donnie in? Was he in it? He's Billy in this. Let's see.
I think Billy is the one losing his arm right there, right?
Yeah, getting he's in the coffin with the what's her name, the Asian girl. There had to have been a reason I saved this dude.
Obviously because he was on an episode of Bones.
Yeah, I mean, we love Bones.
And Jag.
Seventh Heaven, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, Sliders. Another Pacific Blue alumni.
Yes. Oh, Flipper.
That's why I saved him. He was on Murder, She Wrote in 1993 as Teenage Boy. It's a lot of
Teenage?
Murder, She Wrote. Yeah.
He was in his 20s here.
Yeah, really. This is 5 years. It was 5 years after this. He was in three episodes of The Wonder Years as well. Who's the Boss shows up again. Punky Brewster.
God damn.
His first movie, which we are inevitably going to have to watch one day. Ghoulies 2.
I do hear that Ghoulies 2 is a fucking 1,000 times better than the first one.
Let's
which it has to be.
So, yeah.
There's no way
because we're
it could be worse.
Have to watch that piece of shit eventually. Linnea Quigley. We have mentioned her before. She was in The Return of the Living Dead, one of my favorite horror movies, hands down. She is still in stuff upcoming and in 2022.
She does a lot of horror conventions too.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've seen
Sam, get her.
Hey, that's somebody we should get on him about. She was in a movie in 2019 called Clownado.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, that just sounds fucking terrible. Nope. Give me the shark tornado instead. I'll take that.
Hooker with a hacksaw. I want to watch that.
Got to be like a follow-up to Hobo with a Shotgun.
It did come out after.
Yeah. Bigfoot versus DB Cooper.
Oh my God.
She's in a lot of trash movies.
Yeah. She knows what she's famous for.
Yeah. For getting naked in Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
There hasn't been a single Spring Break Massacre. That's a movie I think I've heard of.
Yeah. I mean, this is a lot of B-rate. A lot of B-rate. Zombiegeddon I've heard of. Wow, this is fucking grim, dude.
Yeah. Hey, look, she's making a living. So
hey, fucking Motorhead video.
Up All Night. She was on 5 different episodes of Up All Night.
Of course she was.
In 2 years. She's in the Ramones Substitute video. She's in Pumpkinhead 2.
Oh shit, she was in Innocent Blood. We should do an episode on that.
Yeah, somebody should do an episode on that. Linnea Quigley's horror workout. That was 1990.
I knew that was a thing.
Sex Bomb, 1989.
Actually, you know what? I knew all these were a thing because we did this before.
Yeah, we've been through. Yeah, I think we've been through it before.
Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers.
She's in Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Yeah. Let's do something weird. Let's see if she's done any directing.
All right. Let's get through. Oh, she's produced Linnea Quigley's Paranormal Truth.
What?
We must investigate.
Excusame.
Perdón.
¿Por qué?
There's a big picture of Anton LaVey.
From vampires, exorcisms,
this is her
devil worship,
chasing down horror paranormal shit.
I want it.
Oh, we gotta watch this.
It's only one episode.
Fucking Linnea Quigley's out here ghost busting.
If somebody could get ghosts to bust, it would be her.
She definitely knows that busting makes someone feel good. Thank you, folks. Thank you. I'm here all week. We have done checked out of the club.
Oh, man.
All right. Amelia Kincade, who, of course, plays Angela in this movie, really has not been in a whole lot of stuff, so this is probably what she's most well known as.
Yeah.
She was in 6 episodes of The Young and the Restless. She was in the 1989 fucking film classic.
Yeah.
Roadhouse.
Fuck yeah.
Which they are remaking.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Go to hell.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Remake the ones that were kind of good, but missed the mark.
Had potential. Roadhouse is a fucking masterpiece. It is
leave it alone.
Yeah. Do not touch that movie.
You are not going to do it better.
No.
It's a portrait in time.
Yeah.
Just fucking leave it alone.
Nope. It is perfection. Just do not touch Roadhouse.
Don't fuck with Roadhouse.
Yeah. She was in Fame for an episode. She was, of course, on the Golden Girls. Hooker number 2.
Oh, shit.
Aunt Rue, can you get me a role on your show? I have just the role for you, my dear.
Yep.
Hooker numero dos. She's also in
God.
the 80s classic.
Hold on, wait. This is for all you Rocky Horror fans out there. Breaking 2.
Electric Boogaloo. Whatever.
I don't know if you know that connection.
I don't know.
So it's like famously one of the trailers played before Rocky Horror. Like when you go see when you go see a production of Rocky Horror, that's one of the trailers that plays before it.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's crazy. All right. Moving on. As soon as we can X out. There we go. Next up, Jill Terashita. She played Franny in this movie. Also, not in a lot of things of note, really. But she does stunts. And
oh wow.
Yeah, she was one of the stunt people on Rapid Fire. The 1992 movie with Brandon Lee.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember watching.
I have the VHS of that in my car.
So I used to own the VHS of that. I used to watch that movie a lot.
You want it?
I'm good.
Fuck. I got a giant box of VHS tapes that I got to get rid of. So if nobody wants them, they're just going in the dumpster.
You don't have to get rid of them. You can keep like setting them up on the table.
No. Like,
oh, this is aside from
not
those.
the prop ones. The other giant box of them that we got for free.
Last up, Philip Tanzini. He was Max in this movie. He has done a lot of voice work over the years, especially in video games. He did some voice work. Solid Snake Eater. He is Booster Gold in
Fuck
the DC Universe Online.
I fucking hate Booster Gold. Fucking twat.
He does a voice in an episode of 2.5 Men. He did a voice in Lost Planet 2. Lost Planet 1 is a fucking great game. Lost Planet 2, not so much.
What is it just like a... I always thought that a Lost Planet was like a run around in this wintry hellscape and look for things kind of game.
It's a shooter. Like, there's nothing really like it because it was like a third-person shooter in like a wintry hellscape where there's like giant bugs.
Oh, okay.
And you have like a kind of like a bionic commando, like grappling arm.
Yeah,
that helps you move around. And it was like one of the first it was one of the first game I bought for Xbox 360. So this was like one of the first like online multiplayer games I ever played.
Yeah.
And it was mech suits too in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was awesome. I really, really loved playing that game. And then everything that was cool about the first game, they just said, hey, why don't we just take all that out for the second game and then just make everything shitty?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and that's how that went. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? Command & Conquer Red Alert 3 he did a voice for. Tomb Raider Anniversary game he did a voice for. Dead Rising, which is another good Xbox 360 game.
I didn't like it.
I really hated the mechanic of it, like having the timer always counting down.
The timer's always counting down. At this point, they're like, who made that? That was
Capcom.
Was it? Yeah, Capcom. They still had a fascination with high scores in their games.
Yeah.
So like, I don't give a shit about high score. Like, this is not an arcade game. I'm not playing against somebody. I'm in a zombie fucking apocalypse. I don't care about high scores.
Yeah. Like, I liked how, like, there were events tied to, like, certain times. Like, that was kind of cool. But I didn't need, like, just that timer, like, constantly, like, you have 24 hours. Like, you know. Like, I like taking my time in a game. I want to explore everything.
That's why I don't like Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I don't like that game.
You take the timer out of that game, it's a fucking masterpiece. It is dark as shit.
Yeah.
All the characters are great. The story is amazing. The dungeon levels are fucking expertly made. You add a 3-day timer, I'm out.
Yeah,
I got to redo this shit over and over again.
Yeah, no, I want to take my time. I'm going to take a long time with this.
Yeah.
Like bullshit, garbage, fucking bullshit.
Yep.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean the whole like, it's a zombie game set in a mall, so it's like fucking Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, and you got to take pictures, which is cool because you're a journalist.
Yeah,
I like that. That was a cool mechanic.
But it was like it was just there was like so much creepy shit, like because it wasn't just like zombies, it was like crazy people, like like the bosses and shit like that. Like,
yep.
I really fucking loved that game. But again, that timer mechanic is just the worst.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, best Metal Gear Solid game.
Yeah. I remember the James Bond like song, Snake Eater.
Yeah. I mean,
I want to say I played the first one.
I haven't played anything past 3. I guarantee they're not as good as 3.
Yeah, yeah. And some more Command and Conquer games. He did a couple episodes in the Static Shock show.
I think that anybody who's ever acted has been in Command and Conquer.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty sure I've been in at least one of those.
Like fucking, oh Jesus Christ! I just saw something recently and somebody was in it. This is escaping me now.
All right.
Yeah. Shit. It's right there. Fuck it. Moving on.
No, moving on. That is it for the
that's it.
For the better known as segment of the show.
Actually moving on.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. This movie, like, there was another movie I saw when I was a kid that scarred the shit out of me, and for a while I thought it was this movie.
Yeah.
It is not though. It's another movie on our board, Spookies.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember and I'd seen it on like USA too, and it still managed to scare the shit out of me.
Well, I mean something can be fucking terrifying and on TV.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I saw Motel Hell on TV.
Still have never seen that. I gotta watch that.
Oh, it's fucking weird. Like it's, I love it, but again, it's one of those things where like I saw it young, it fucked with me. There's scenes that stick with me to this day. Is it a great movie? Probably not.
Yeah.
But it's great to me. But it's about like, are you familiar with the plot?
Isn't it like cannibalism involved? I think at some point, or
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, spoiler alert on a like fucking 40-year-old movie. There's a set of people, and they have like a roadside stand, gas station, or maybe it's no, it's fucking motel, idiot.
It is a motel.
It's a motel, but it's got like a general store attached to it.
Yeah,
and they sell like beef jerky, basically, like meat sticks, like fucking Slim Jims and shit.
Yeah.
And then later you find out that they're making those out of people. Like
soiling greening it, if you will.
Sort of, yeah. But what's really fucked up, like the part that stuck with me, is like the people that they're gonna turn into this, like they bury them up to their neck and out in a fucking field.
Yeah.
And they cut their voice boxes out.
Whoa.
So they're just making like noises.
Yeah.
There's just like these heads sticking out of the ground making that noise, and I'm like, oh gosh,
Jesus.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Thanks, Joe Bob.
Yeah,
you're the best. And yeah, like that. It's a pretty cult kind of underground movie, and you can find like stores that make T-shirts of it and shit like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen it on like Fright Rags and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think Cavity Colors makes
Terror Threads.
Yeah. But like they kind of reference that in an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog too. And what I really liked about that show was like you could watch it and as a horror fan pick out all the fucking references to everything.
Yeah.
So Courage the Cowardly Dog. Excellente. So that was quite the side tangent. Have you watched the I think it's HBO, I think it was on HBO Max, the Miss Cleo documentary?
No, I saw it though. Like I kind of want to watch.
I watched
that.
it.
Yeah,
It's actually decent.
is it really?
Yeah, like you kind of wind up sympathizing with her.
Call me now.
Call me now. Yeah. So like obviously that character was kind of a fucking sham. But
you don't say. Hold on. She's not really psychic?
That's not the part that I mean. I mean, she was into tarot and spiritualism and shit like that. But she was actually used by the psychic network. Like, they didn't pay her dick for all that. Yeah. Like, and then eventually the psychic network got like sued and shit, and they originally had her in the lawsuits, and she was like, I'm just on TV. Like, this is not me.
Commercial person, yeah.
But it was kind of cool because you see like the behind the scenes stuff of the psychic network, and they were hiring, like young people or, like older people to basically field all these calls, gave them scripts to work off of.
Oh yeah.
And paid them like 20 cents a minute at the most, I think.
For a while, this is like early 2000s, I'm going to say. Yeah, I was in like my mid 20s.
Yeah.
Worked for a company that I was not sure was a scam. Wasn't a scam.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were allegedly soliciting money for like these chiefs of police associations. I
got a call from them the other day.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, how this really worked was, I was in a giant like open like room on Central Avenue, like not in the building where Earthworld is, but the one next door with like the auto parts.
Yeah.
On the second floor, there's like a big open room with just these old shitty computers.
Yep.
And you sit down at the computer, you turn it on, and then boom, you're connected with a caller. You have the script in front of you. We were told, just read the script. You can improvise a little bit. Like,
yeah.
It's probably a good idea if you speak in a Southern accent. Like,
no shit.
Yeah. It was real fucking fishy. But I used to call down to these places that sound like this, and but calling on behalf of the Nevada State Chiefs of Police Association, and calling to let you know that we are in the middle of our fundraising drive right now. And it was you made like minimum wage or like 20% of the commission that you pulled in.
Yeah.
So like every now and again you'd get some fucking old fucking person who didn't know any better, like just because you say you're soliciting money on the chiefs of police or whatever, like, oh, police, sure,
yeah,
here's $500, like,
yeah.
Fuck, okay, so that you could. I was never good at it because I couldn't get the Southern accent down. Like I couldn't fucking. There's a couple of times.
Yeah, because it all hinged on the accent.
Yeah, there was a couple of times I made commission, but like not often.
Yeah.
But like when you were good at it, you can make commission. You made a shitload of money doing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was suspicious.
Fuck yeah.
I had like this one time I remember I like. A lot of times people would just hang up and you wouldn't hear it.
Yeah.
So like I was going through the spiel, like, yada, 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 would you be willing to donate to our fund today?
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. And then I hear, what? I'm like, oh, click.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh, that happened a couple of times.
Yeah. A couple of people I've known. Actually, I think Arthur actually used to work for one of those fucking telecommunication farms, but he was like on the IT side of it.
Oh yeah, no, this was just like as soon as you hung up, you got connected with like another call, like it was like an auto dialer type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yep.
Suspicious.
Fuck all that. I could never do that.
Yeah, I didn't do it very long.
I think like part of it is I'm too honest for that. And second is I'm not good at selling somebody something. Yeah,
like I'm way too honest. Like I can't lie, especially for something like this. Like
I don't want to like bilk some fucking senior citizen out of their fucking
exactly
retirement check. Like you got to be a real dirtbag to be good at that.
I am so glad I never have to do that shit again.
Yeah. But anyway,
it was fishy as fuck.
Colin Minow.
Yeah, Colin Minow.
Yeah, check it out. It was good. I mean, there's a lot of nostalgia in that because I used to see a lot of those fucking commercials. I lived on late night TV.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For like, if you worked in the service industry, like in your 20s or so, like you got real familiar with late night TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Miss Cleo. That was good. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to that new Christian Bale movie on Netflix. I think it is.
Which one?
Something about the pale blue eye.
What is this about?
It's like
it's vaguely familiar.
It's like a murder mystery at. Oh God, what was the military academy that West Point?
All right.
But like Edgar Allan Poe is there at the time.
Okay.
So he's a character, and Christian Bale is like the investigator. Like it looks fucking rad.
All right.
Looks dark, like real dark.
Down for that.
Also, I would love it if Christian Bale cut that fucking thing off his nose.
Yeah, it's
getting real big.
I never noticed it, and then when somebody pointed it out to me, now it's the only thing I can see.
Yeah, because it used to be real small.
Yeah,
and over the years, you just watch it fucking grow.
And it's like, how is that not affecting his vision at this point? Like, and if you don't know what we're talking about, you probably may not have even noticed it yourself.
Yeah.
Christian Bale has like a growth or a wart or something.
It's just like a skin tag.
Yeah,
or
like
something.
on the inside of like, I'm not sure what eye it is because it switches depending on like if the negative of the film is switched or not.
It's the right side of his face.
Okay. Yeah, it is like it's like a huge like zit just on the inside of like the bridge of his nose, like right in front of his eye.
Yeah.
Like a mole, like a giant mole.
Like American Psycho, it was tiny.
Yeah.
You could see it, but like it was like a non-issue. It's now an issue.
I think they're like actually like it's like CGIing it out of movies like at this point. Like it yeah.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Dude, you make millions of dollars per film.
Go see a dermatologist.
Yeah, and make several films a year. Somebody can get that thing off your fucking face, dude. In the words of Uncle Buck, here's a quarter. Go downtown, have a rat gnaw that thing off your
face.
Oh.
I love that movie. Oh, you're not my niece. Yeah, that looks really good. But speaking of Christian Bale movies, I don't think I talked about it here. I watched most of Amsterdam.
I liked that movie.
It was just so all over the fucking place.
It is very like, yeah. I liked it for what it was because like it's
a cool story.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not
everything in it was cool. It's
definitely
just like,
not a huge blockbuster. I see why it didn't light the box office on fire.
Yeah. No, and I loved everybody that was in it. I loved the story. I loved the setting. The sets were great. The camera work was great.
Yeah.
But like the story just fucking jumped around so much. It was just, I don't want to say it was hard to keep track of, but it was annoying to keep track of.
Yeah. I think you could have used like maybe some better editing or something.
Yeah.
Just to keep everything a little bit more in line.
Yeah.
I watched Glass Onion before I left Christmas.
I have not seen Knives Out, so I haven't seen Glass Onion.
You don't need to.
Oh, no?
Yeah, they're like, so just know that fucking what's his name is a detective. That's all you really need. And they tell you that.
Daniel Craig?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's fucking fun, like, mystery movie.
Yeah. Is that based on like a book series or something? Or is it just all original?
It's just, Ryan Johnson's own like thing.
No shit.
And Knives Out's a really good movie.
I keep hearing that. I just never get around to watching it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. But you don't need to have like see one to have know what's going on in the other.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm biting my lip.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's because you're used to Daniel Craig at this point as James Bond, like this tough, like stoic, character. where he's in this movie. He's this like genteel Southern, like, you know, gentleman who's like solving mysteries and like,
Yeah.
yeah. It's they're both really good movies.
He's like good old boy Poirot.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely recommend both of those. The hell, I've been watching the Willow series too. I've been really digging that.
I have not.
Yeah.
I have to re-sign up for Disney Plus because I used to have it through my Verizon account, but I've recently switched over to Google Fi.
Yeah.
And haven't signed up for Disney Plus since then. Which goes to show you how often I ever watched Disney Plus.
I was surprised at like how many like kind of like callbacks, because I know Amanda and I watched Willow like when Disney Plus first came out, because she said she hadn't seen it. I'm like, oh, I used to love this movie when I was a kid.
I currently love that fucking movie.
Yeah, I have not. Well, we tried to watch it and fell asleep.
Oh.
Yeah. So I haven't really seen that movie in probably like 15 years, maybe, like probably even longer. But
Val Kilmer killed it in that movie.
Yeah, there's so many callbacks to shit like, oh yeah, that was this. I remember this. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, they do like, it stands on its own feet, but they do tie in the original stuff like a lot.
Okay.
Like one of Saoirse and fucking Mad Mardigan's kids is named Eric. Like, oh yeah, that was the one night dude that fucking died.
Yeah.
In the original movie. Like they go back to like Bavmorda's palace at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was a really cool episode.
That's sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd recommend that. It's really cool. They obviously don't have Val Kilmer, so they have like a Mad Mardigan stand-in, and he's really good at it too.
I did like watching this dude's throat just kind of open up.
Slice open.
But it's so dumb. It's like, yeah, you don't know that you ate a bunch of razor blades.
Yeah.
And then you're talking, and then you're not choking.
See, she clearly knew that he was dead.
So she probably got tired of him being an asshole too then.
Yeah, probably.
But that was dumb. Like,
yeah, didn't need it.
Yeah.
Didn't need it. Oh, look. Next up, Night of the Demons.
I wonder if that's the remake.
There are also like 2 or 3 versions of this movie on Amazon Prime as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like...
Yep, it is the... I think there's got to be only one remake. There can't be 2.
I'm pretty sure there's only one.
Yeah.
I think...
That's just back to the original one we were just on.
Linnea Quigley is in the remake as well, I think.
Yes. I think so.
Yeah.
2010 was the remake.
Yeah.
No, just give me the info.
Just give it to me. Oh, Shannon Elizabeth. Wow.
Sign of a great movie for sure, if Shannon Elizabeth's in it.
Yeah.
Suspense. Comedy. No. Yeah.
No.
Let's see.
Oh, they don't even keep the same characters. Because now we have Lily and Suzanne. At the Broussard mansion.
Oh. I was going to say, wasn't Linnea Quigley's name Suzanne?
Maybe.
But there was no Lily.
No, there was not.
For Judy.
Yeah. Unless that's Angela.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, Lily is probably Angela. Whatever. Fucking whatever. You know what I did watch recently is a couple of Godzilla movies on the cock.
All right.
Godzilla versus Space Godzilla.
Oh, that's one of the few I don't think I've seen.
And Godzilla against Mechagodzilla.
Okay.
I think those are Heisei era?
I believe so. Like the later
late 90s, early 2000s ish.
Yeah. those are like from the era. You always used to be able to find like
They look like Power Rangers movies.
yeah, you used to find lots of copies of those movies on VHS at like those like discount like
Yeah.
you used to be able to just buy like armloads of like VHS tapes for like $10. Like, yeah,
They weren't bad.
yeah. No, they're fucking Godzilla movies.
They're
like
fine.
two giant monsters fight. Like you know what else are you gonna want out of it?
Yep. and the suits look good. I do like the design of Space Godzilla. He's pretty sweet.
All the crystals and stuff growing off of him.
Yeah.
I like that era, like the look of the monsters from that era in general. Like,
But it's because they were able to put more money into the design of the suits and stuff, and it wasn't like a rushed kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, granted, I'm more nostalgic for like the original ones, but like they look cool to me too. Like yeah.
Show me a big monster.
Yeah.
But what was cool with Godzilla against Space Godzilla, or Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, is that they do a lot of callbacks to the old movies in that one, because like they talk about the what was the device that they killed him with in the first one?
Oh, the oxygen destroyer.
Oxygen destroyer. They call back to that. They call like this Godzilla is a different Godzilla than the first one because they killed him. Dr. Shirazawa killed him.
Yeah.
And then they talk about Mothra, and then they talk about who the fuck was it? That, I mean, it doesn't really matter. But they talk about like the other Bigfoot. No, not Bigfoot. What the fuck?
Bigfoot.
Not Bigfoot.
King Caesar?
No. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is killing me. Give me a moment. I'm dying.
What does it look like?
It looks like Bigfoot, but like with fucking seaweed all over him. It's the two
from War of the
Frankenstein.
Gargantuas? Yeah,
Frankenstein, or whatever the fuck the other one was.
Gaia, I think is that one.
They talk about them.
Yeah,
and shit, which was weird because like I don't really associate them into the Godzilla.
Yeah, there's a Toho movie.
Pantheon. Yeah, I know that, but like, how often do you really see them with the other ones? You know?
Yeah.
Like it's cool that it's like they're like, hey, we'll throw this in, but it's kind of a curveball. But yeah, Peacock has a ton of those. Tubi has a shitload.
Yeah.
Of like the really old ones. I keep meaning to watch Godzilla versus Biollante. There's a Biollante.
Oh, yeah.
The giant plant monster.
One.
Yeah, everybody keeps telling me it's fucking amazing. I just never get around to it.
Yeah. There's this chick in Japan who makes like custom Godzilla figures, and she makes this Biollante that's so amazing.
Yeah.
I want to ask her about it, and it's probably either sold out or super expensive.
Probably.
Like I asked her about a figure the other day, and I got like a you didn't see my post? I'm like, sorry. Like,
no, I didn't.
Yeah. Fucking, so now I'm scared to talk to her.
If you're an artist, don't be like that.
Yeah, chill out. Like, I know I'm like, sorry, I must have seen an old post. Sorry, I wanted to give you money, for something that was so popular you don't have anymore. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yep. You just go, no, I'm sorry. I'm all sold out of that.
Yeah.
Boom. Easy. No hard feelings.
Yeah.
You don't come off like a biatch. What are you going to do?
Mm-hmm. Oh, that Ultraman thing is coming up soon. We should get tickets for that. I do want to see that.
Yes.
I think it's the 12th and the 13th
of
January.
Oh, okay.
One is sub and one is dubbed. I don't know which is which.
I would probably want to go see the sub, but it wouldn't kill me to see the dub either.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably going to be better subbed. I don't care if I have to read a movie.
I don't have a problem reading a movie.
Ooh.
Yucky.
Yeah. Oh. Anything. I know I feel like I'm forgetting something. I know I saw something recently and it's out of my mind already.
Yeah. So it was that good.
Yeah, it couldn't have been that good.
You know what we are like really digging lately is Marvel Snap has taken over our fucking lives.
Yeah, it has.
And I don't know why. Like, it's a fun game, but like, it's not great.
I think it's just easy. And
it's easy
fun
and addictive.
Fast. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a match on that game takes 5 minutes.
Not even probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a fun. I think I'm at like level. You're definitely ahead of me. I was like 560 something. I think.
I'm not even at 5 yet.
I thought you said you were like 6 something.
No, I'm at like.
Somebody said there was. It might have been Art then.
I'm at 4 something. No, I think it was Squee.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm at like 560 something. I think.
Yeah, I'm upper 4s. What is it like? Once you hit 5, you get access to the other store to buy cards.
I didn't get access to shit.
Oh, maybe you're not at that.
Yeah, I don't think I'm there yet.
Not quite there yet, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you get another. So you get the gold and the cubes and shit, but then you get a third one that you can use to buy cards, like actual cards.
No shit. No, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
God damn it. There's way too much to keep track of.
That's really my only gripe about the game is that the cards you get are random until you get to a certain point.
Yeah.
Like, let me just fucking pick and choose cards from the beginning. Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, there are definitely some garbage cards that like I just never have ever used and probably never will ever use.
Yeah. Yep. Like I never use Quicksilver.
Yeah, no.
Never use
even though like
Mystic
I
Knight.
do see the benefit of him.
It's a 2 power, 1 cost, always on your first turn.
Yeah, because I forego a lot of first turns because I don't have something out. You know that
but you don't always need something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not saying I lose because of that. Yeah.
Mystic Knight is trash.
Mystic Knight. Oh, Misty Knight, you mean?
Oh, Misty Knight, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't even have any power. Anything with no powers, I don't fucking...
Yeah, Cyclops, fuck off.
Yeah, the Thing, nope.
No, Abomination, mm-mm.
Yeah, no power.
No. The only thing they're good for is that one location that gives them a +3 if they have no abilities.
Oh, yeah, and that comes out like almost never.
Yeah.
One of my favorite cards is Shang-Chi. Just because it's so cheap.
Such a dickhead card.
So cheap, and I love it. I have won so many games because of that fucking card.
Yeah, somebody did it to me the other day. I was like, oh, you motherfucker.
Basically, this is just like a power 4 card, which isn't like, it's like middle of the pack, higher end of the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
But what it does is kill anything with a 9 power level or higher, so like all your heavy hitters.
Yes, you wait till somebody puts out their power card and you go, you can't have that.
I've gotten so many retreats off of that card.
Oh, really?
My other new favorite thing I told you the other day was Scorpion on Bar Sinister.
Yeah, that's a fucking hurt locker.
Yeah, it's so great. There's this location, Bar Sinister, and the power when you play a card there is it immediately fills the location with 4 copies of that card.
Yeah.
So the power happens 4 times.
Yep.
For Scorpion, which is a power 2 card.
Yeah.
It lowers the power level of every single card in your hand.
Yeah.
So basically, if you play 4 of these in a row on this spot, your opponent is left with a handful of junk that does nothing.
They have abilities, but no power.
Or they have negative power levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is beautiful. So many quits off that.
My absolute favorite is playing Hobgoblin on the Space Throne. It's like the ultimate fuck you.
That's the one where you can only have 1 card?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Hobgoblin, so we're getting like really into this fucking game. So Hobgoblin is a card that has -8 power. And when you play it on your side of the field, it flies over to the other player's location.
So it gives them the -8.
So they have a -8. On Space Throne, you can only play 1 card, or you can only have 1 card at that location. Yeah. So you play it on yourself, it flies over to them, they're stuck with -8 there no matter what. Then you're free to put whatever you want there. Or you don't even have to play anything because their -8.
You won, yeah.
Their -8 is lower than your 0.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I fucked somebody the other day. They were playing Namor
Yeah.
on like I think it was Atlantis. That's the one where like if it's the only card there, it gets another extra 5.
Yeah, so he winds up being like a 15.
Yeah, so I sent him a hobgoblin. So not only does he lose the extra points because he doesn't have, he has 2 cards there now.
Yep.
He's also saddled with a -8. Like, yeah.
Yeah, what's Namor's...
Actually, no, he loses 10 points.
Well,
because if Namor's alone, he gets 5.
Yeah.
And if he's the only card in that spot, he gets 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes from a 15-point card to a -3.
Eat shit.
Yep. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It is the perfect game for taking shit. Like,
yeah, because it's quick. You can get like 2 or 3 rounds in while you're taking a dump. Like, yeah.
And there's no ads. That's the best part.
Yeah.
It really is. Like, you're not waiting around. You fire up the game. You can play some rounds. Call it quits. Move on with your day.
I am playing a lot of that game.
Yeah.
I haven't played today yet, surprisingly.
I think I played a little bit this morning. I made a new deck based on random cards and having a big hand.
Okay. Yeah, that's my draw deck. I made a where like fucking Devil
Dinosaur,
yeah.
Moon Girl.
I made a move deck and I made a fuck you deck the other day.
A fuck you deck is so fun.
Yeah.
I barely win with it, but it's so
mine
fun.
wins a good amount of time.
Yeah?
Like,
I gotta get a better win condition in mine.
Yeah.
Other than fuck you.
Yeah. I tried it with Agatha Harkness and then like I just kept getting fucked with her.
The thing with her, I think, is like I was trying to find strategies for her, but like it's fucking weird.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
What my heavy hitter is Odin in that deck because it does the on reveal abilities twice, and like most of the cards in that deck are on reveal cards.
I have like a specifically on reveal deck. Like that was the first one I made.
Yeah, it's like Scorpion, Spider Woman.
Yeah.
You know what? Fucking, I got it right here. Let's see who's in my fuck you deck.
My on reveal deck has like White Tiger, Ironheart, Star-Lord,
yeah,
Mantis, Scorpion, and a few other ones. Yeah, I'll bring up my my fuck you deck. And
it's gonna go from the horror podcast to
the Marvel. Welcome to Snapcast.
Yeah,
we won't do that. That's not going to be as fun.
I'm only 528. I thought it was 560 something.
Oh.
All right, where are you?
I am at...
My move deck is called Move, bitch.
So is mine!
All right, so this is my fuck you deck. Electra, which kills a 1-point card.
Yep.
Iceman, which randomly makes 1 card cost 1 point extra.
Yeah.
Yondu, which kills a card in your deck. Cable, which steals a card from your deck. Scorpion, which makes everything 1 less power.
Mm-hmm.
Storm, which floods a location and you can't use it. Rhino, which destroys a location.
Yep.
Shang-Chi, which is the ultimate fucking cheapness. Hobgoblin, which is the -8 card.
Yep.
Leech.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which removes all abilities. Yeah. That's a great one. Spider-Woman, and then Odin.
Okay, mine is, I've got Electra, Iceman, Korg.
Oh, the Rock.
Yeah, he throws a rock into your deck. I'm probably going to sub him out, but I wanted something that was cheap.
So yeah, like I've got, if I'm playing my trash deck, like the rocks are good.
Yeah.
Because then I can get rid of them for like +2 on Carnage.
Yeah, you feed him to Carnage or whatever.
Yeah.
Uatu, which I tend to put him in all of my decks just so...
I don't use him at all.
Oh, really?
It shows you all the locations, yeah.
Yeah, I like knowing, because if a location is going to come up that's like Death's Domain or whatever the fuck it is, and you can't play things on that, otherwise they get destroyed.
Oh, you can play stuff there. It's just what you play. Like Bucky Barnes is a great one to play there.
Yeah.
Sabretooth, Wolverine, you can play there.
Yeah, I don't tend to run those though. So Electra, Iceman, Korg, Uatu, Yondu, Scorpion, Sandman.
Which you can only play 1 card at a time after that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, Enchantress.
which removes all abilities.
Remove the abilities from all ongoing cards at this location.
Okay.
Hobgoblin, Leech, and Professor X.
Locks the location.
Yeah.
See, I've had that one backfire on me too many times.
Oh, really?
Because I will play there at the same time that the other player plays there.
Yeah.
And they'll like beat me by like a point or two.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's only I think a 3-point card.
He's a 3-point card, but he's a 5 cost.
Yeah.
So he's good if you can get one of the locations that like adds extra energy.
Yeah, and just lock it down.
Yep, lock it down
good.
Early.
That game is way too much fun.
It really is. I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's your fucking nerdness for the day. Time for socials?
Yes.
Let's do socials.
Yes. It is the end of the show.
Yeah, that's how we do the end of the show. We just did one. We should know. www.bigdumbmonsterspodcast.com or www.bigdumbmonsters.com. That is our website. Both URLs will take you to the same website. If you have suggestions for the show, suggestions for beers, suggestions for movies, things that we can do to better the show, things that you would like to see us do social media-wise, merch-wise, anything like that, email us at bigdumbmonsters@gmail.com. If you are on Facebook, we are also on Facebook. We are Big Dumb Monsters Pod. If you are on Slasher, the all horror social network, we are Big Dumb Monsters Podcast. And if you are feeling squirrely and you want to jump on Steam with us, we're hardly ever signed in, but shoot us a message and we could probably work something out. Big Dumb Monsters on Steam. Play some video games with us.
We are also on Instagram at big_dumb_monsters. You can also check out the show on YouTube at the Big Dumb Monsters channel, or you can just search for us by our handle, Big Dumb Monsters. And if you're feeling like you need some new gear, some new apparel in your life, some new products with maybe an awesome Big Dumb Monsters logo, head on over to our TeePublic store.
Yep.
You can get stuff with our logo, any of our sticker designs, or any of the stuff you see on the slideshow on the podcast is available to buy at the TeePublic store.
That's right. And wherever you listen to the show, please, if you can, rate and review. The ratings and reviews help other people find the show. It winds up suggesting it to other people who are maybe not in the loop already. And if you can, word of mouth, tell your friends about the show. That's probably going to be the best way to spread it. Like an STD. Give it to your friends.
Exactly.
And with all that said, we're going to leave you with our words of wisdom and get the hell out of here. Don't let ghoulies eat your ass.
And never sleep in a deathbed.
Bye-bye.